Workout boredom is one of the most toxic things you can come across in a healthy fitness lifestyle. And if you're serious about making further gains from where you are now, we've got to really treat it as a serious plague that can severely handicap your ability to get better results. Now, most of the time when people get bored, there's one of two band-aid solutions that people run into. They either use variety or they use distraction. Both can work okay in the temporary sense, but they're actually pretty bad solutions to a real serious problem. Variety can give you something to think about in the short term, but ultimately doing something different isn't even close to the same thing as doing things that are better. In fact, it can even cause you to bloat up your workout and do a lot of activity that really has nothing to do with your goals. So you end up spending a lot of time and a lot of energy basically wasting that resources, and you're working hard and giving your mind something new to do, but you're not actually progressing, and you may even be going backwards in your pursuit of better goals. On the other hand, distractions can be even worse, because the reason why boredom is so toxic is because it's a condition of our mind. And as I'm explaining in my second book, which will be out in a couple of weeks, the condition and state of your mind and the focus and concentration you bring to your workout is everything when it comes to your success. It's not about your workout, the routine, the equipment you use, or even your workout exercises to a large degree. Most of your success comes from this. And if your mind is bored, it's like trying to drive a car without any wheels on it. Distractions literally take your mental focus away from what you're trying to do. They're putting it on your smartphone or a TV program or something, anything other than what's actually most important. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm a big fan of someone saying like, well, I'm gonna watch the ball game. I might as well ride my exercise bike while I'm watching the ball game. That's an entirely different scenario than someone saying, I've gotta ride my exercise bike or do my workout. I'll put on the TV to give my mind something to do and distract me. Completely different situation, even though they both look like the same thing. They are coming at the situation from a different perspective. So the ultimate solution for killing workout boredom once and for all and helping you get far better results isn't to just do variety and keep changing things up. It's not to try and keep you distracted, because they can work in the short term, but they can ultimately derail your efforts in the long term. Instead, what you want to do is keep your mind occupied with what you're actually trying to do in your workout. And there's a number of ways you can do this. The first and most simple way is to have a mental focus on progressing some aspect of your workout. Don't just go through the motions and do the same old, same old. What are you actively trying to improve in every single workout? This is a very important thing that you want to ask yourself, what are you thinking about? Don't just get down on the floor and do your push-ups. What are you trying to improve? What are you focusing on? For example, for me, I've been using a lot more external rotation in my shoulders for pretty much every upper body exercise that I've been doing, and it's been making a hell of a difference. I feel like I've rediscovered my calisthenics exercises for the first time, even though I've been doing them for 7 years. So by focusing my mind on focusing on the external rotation on my push-ups, pull-ups, hanging from the bar, whatever it is, everything feels fresh, new, and alive, even though it's the same exercises I've been practicing for years. It also keeps my mind occupied and focused on what I'm trying to do and improving my technique. Another thing you can do is to give a little bit more of an element of competition. I've been a bike racer for many years. I've rode bikes and raced bikes for 16 straight years, and there was not 1 minute in any race where I was ever bored, because it's an element of competition. Have push-up competitions with your friends. Make a bet. Make it a little interesting. Bet like a 6-pack of beer or something. If you bring a little bit of an element of competition to your workouts of who can lose the most weight in a month or something, then it's going to give your mind something to focus on and rekindle that motivation that's going to spark both new results and keep you from getting bored. And the last thing that I often find is a surefire way to prevent boredom is to just significantly ramp up the difficulty of your training. So if you're used to doing 3 sets of 10, think, all right, can I do 50 reps today? Can I do 100 reps? How quickly can I do 100 reps? How fast can I run a mile? How much time is it going to take me to go through an entire workout? See if you can keep it to get a little shorter. You're racing the clock. You can also just bite off a little more than you can chew. If you're used to running a mile or two, sign up for that half marathon. Sign up for a marathon, some sort of a stretch goal that kind of makes you be like, I'm not so sure if I'm up for that or if I can do that. That's going to give you a little bit of a fire under your belly and give you that motivation. But it's sure as hell not going to be boring. So what do you find? If you ever get bored, what are some of your ideas? Share them with the community down below. And if you have any boredom or issues right now, let me know and see if I can help you in the comments section down below as well. Till then, be fit, live free.